Okay, so we're back with we're gonna go over starter deck 2. This has some players from Nekoma and some from Abjosai or like Seijo. This is unique because the first starter deck, it just had 4 of 10 different cards. This one, it's not that way. There's like 2 of this, there's 2 of this. To get to 40 cards, it's not 4 of 10 different ones. I think there's like 12 different cards. We'll go over them. So it's been a while since I'm just not good with their names. I don't remember this guy's name, but Kuro. If this card is in the attack area, you may pay 2 guts to add +1 attack. Like 4 attack on 1 card is good. Like printed attacks, I think the highest is like 3. So being able to get to 4, 4 is good. This one, like all the players, especially like as we've been like brainstorming, this card's really weird. And I'll show how it works, but if this card is in the toss area and the attacker has 3 or more printed attack, you may choose a new attacker from your guts. So I'll lay this out just so we can see exactly how it works. And his stats are good, like 3 receive, 1 toss is good, 2 block, like it's a really just good, like well-rounded card. So I'm gonna put him here in the toss, and I am going to put him in the guts. And I'll stack. So we have 4 guts total here. So if this card is in the toss area and the attacker has 3 or more printed attack, you may choose a new attacker from your guts. So I'll use this in my hand actually. Okay, so toss for 1, and then if he has 3 or more printed attack, which he does, you may choose a new attacker from your guts. Okay, so I put him in play, so my attack's going to be 4. But I want to use his special ability to look through my guts, since I'm 3 or higher, and find another character. And so I want to pull this guy out of the guts. And then he's going to be my new attacker, so he goes on top. And his ability is, if this card is in the attack area, you may pay 2 guts to add +1 attack. So I'll pay 2 guts. So I have 3 attack +1 for my bonus, and then 1 for my toss. So my total attack here is 5, whereas with just playing this guy, it was 4. So it's kind of complicated, and you really need to build your deck around it. Like I feel like there's not a lot of opportunities to do that. And as you could see, it cost me like a lot of guts, and then you basically lose a card because you still have to play a card from your hand to bring him to the top. But I'm sure there's some like good synergies or like interesting combinations. But that's exactly how this Kazume works. And next, just a standard character 3 block is good. If you're planning on doing a lot of blocking, like there's not a lot of 3+ blockers. It's a pretty good card. 3 attack and 3 receive on the same card is good. Like anytime you can get 3 of 2 numbers, like it's pretty nice. And having 1 block is good. Like even just 1 block can be really helpful. Here's just like a boss 5 receive. Like that can catch almost anything. If it's like over 5, like you're usually going to need to block, but you can get to 6, 7 receive really easily with this guy. It's just a great card to have a couple of in your deck. And this is a no serve. He has no serve. It was a 2, 1, 2, 2, no serve, which I've actually had a couple games or situations where like none of my characters could serve, which is interesting. I have an angle on this. Draw a card. Set your receive characters received to 5. If it's already 5, set to 7. So here's like a perfect situation where they just smash for like 7, And this guy, since he has 5 or higher, you set it to 7, so you're receiving for 7. Or if you have like just a dud, person who can only receive for 0, you play this, he's at 5. Like, it's a really good card to get those hard receives. So it's a really good special card. This Oikawa is like this 4 serve is insane. Where I was watching a game and someone was serving with this, and we'll go over this. I'll bring this special card over in a second, but they were just smashing serves and scoring right off the serve. If someone has a bad hand or they're not ready, like you can smash a serve on them. And let's look at this card. I'll zoom in here. Well, once per turn, draw a card. If Oikawa is in the toss or serve area, add +1 to his serve or toss. So you can't stack this. You can't like put 3 of them. But this and this, that's a 5 serve, and you're drawing a card. It just like can burn people. It's pretty good. It's a really good card. And his stats are like average. If this card is in the toss area, you may pay 2 guts to draw a card. So anything that can like draw you cards is good too. This is like top tier. Like I don't want to say S tier yet, maybe, but it's really high tier. And it has like some attack. Bonus to toss is good. So anything in block is usually good. He can do a lot. Just like a average attacker with block and receive. If this card is in the receive area, you may pay 2 guts to add +5 to your receive. So he's at 0, but turning him into a 5 is huge. Like 5, like I said, is going to catch a lot of things. And then the fact that he has 3 block also, like this is a good card. Just a good receiver for receive. There's not a lot of it. I guess we saw a couple with 5 in this deck, but you kind of need it when someone's smashing like 4 or 5 plus serves at you. Really good attack and really good blocker. This is a nice card to if you're running like mixed schools or something like that. This is a good card just to have in your deck. Good stats. That is all of the cards for that. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, 12 different cards in starter deck 2. There's 4 of all of these, and then 2 of this, 2 of this, 4 of him, then 2 of all these, and like 2 of these. I'll post it in the description exactly what the numbers are to get to 40. But if you like are playing in one of the gyms, the deck's already built. Or if you get physical, we do all that for you. So I'm gonna pause it here and go on to the next section.